Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Miranda, Senior Technical Training Developer at UiPath. Have you ever wondered how countless automation enthusiasts have been empowered with the knowledge and skill to succeed in the world of automation? How the RPA community has grown and flourished all across the globe? Well, thanks to UiPath MVPs who have been promoting the use of UiPath Academy and UiPath products for unlocking the possibilities of innovation and progress. Today, I have on call with me one such UiPath MVP who has made a significant positive impact in society. Join me in welcoming three times UiPath MVP, Mukesh Kala. Hi, Mukesh. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
Hi, Melissa. Thank you for this invitation. Looking forward for our conversation.
Great. So the format is pretty simple, Mukesh. I have a set of questions for you, few of them revolving around the UiPath products you have expertise on, and few about your contribution to the community. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I am.
Great, let's go for it. So I'm aware that you have expertise on UiPath Studio, Orchestrator, Robots, and Action Center. My first question to you is, what inspired you to start using UiPath Studio, Orchestrator, Robot, and Action Center, and how did you learn to use them?
Okay, so my background is not an automation background. I come from a C# and a .NET developer, right? One fine day while I was working in one of the previous organization, that is back in 2013, I guess, where I found this thing that, okay, there is something which is called RPA, right? I just explored it and I was able to create a workflow within minutes. And then I started exploring and it found that, yes, this is something which I was interested to. So it was just like watching and attending an event where I just somebody was talking about RP and I saw that, okay, let's try this. And I landed to UiPath and within 1 hour, I was able to make a small automation. And that sparkled me. Yes, this is something which I wanted to do. Wow. And then there I started. Now, when I started exploring, somebody told me that if you want to do that, why don't you start with UiPath Academy? So I went to the UiPath Academy. I did my first beginner course, which teach you a little bit about UiPath. And that's how I started.
Interesting. Very nice. Happy to know this, actually. Okay, so moving on to my next question. What are some of the biggest advantages of using UiPath Studio and Orchestrator? How have they impacted your work on projects? If you could give us some real life examples of how it has saved your time, then that would be great.
Okay, so UiPath Studio, first of all, it's a low code platform, right? When I say low code, it means that anybody who is having a little bit knowledge of coding can do the automation. It's not like you have to write a whole lot of code. It's just drag and drop.
Exactly.
That is the best part about UiPath Studio. The activities, the panel, the interface is very, very intuitive. It's very much user friendly. You just have to start, you search it, and that activity would be there. If I have to do the same thing with any of the programming language, I have to write a lot of code. But with UiPath, it is just a matter of drag and drops and click, and you are able to make this automation. Yes. That is the point where you actually save time in development. And once that automation is done, you can actually save a lot of time. Just to give you an example, I was working with a financial client. They were spending around 3 hours to do a task. After implementing RPA with UiPath, we are able to do the same task in less than 15 minutes with better accuracy, scalability. We are running the robot 24/7. So this is how UiPath Studio is being a very, very efficient tool for us, right? And talking about the orchestrator, I love the orchestrator, right? It is the place where you manage everything. Yeah. The best part which I like about orchestrator is that it has a mobile app also. So today I'm talking to you. If I have to manage my robots, I no need to necessarily go and log into my computer. I can just go to my tablet, my mobile, see which all jobs are running. I can start the robot, stop the robot. So the management of entire robotics fleet is done with the help of Orchestrator, right? So both of these tools are pretty awesome and I love them.
Perfect. That was such a good explanation of how you could save time, Mukesh. Very interesting. Nice. So my next question to you is, what are some common challenges you have faced while using UiPath Studio and Orchestrator, and how did you overcome them?
Okay. So whenever we are writing anything, right, be it a code, creating an automation, developing a solution, right, you cannot be 100% correct every time, right? You are going to face exceptions. You are going to face errors, right?
Naturally,
Now, when you are doing that, the next thing usually comes to, if I get stuck, where I'm going to get the help from. So that is where our UiPath forum come in picture.
Mm.
UiPath forum is a place which is, I would say, managed by UiPath community members, leaders of UiPath, moderators, and the entire crowd of this complete community. The best part about it, if you post a solution, you are going to get the solution in the next 24 hours. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't get it, there are people, there are moderators from UiPath community who comes and at least guide you in the correct direction, right?
Yes.
90% of the times, whatever questions or whatever error I have, I just simply post it in the forum and
Mm-hmm.
somebody else has already replied to that. So it's not like
Yes.
every time I have to go and create a new solution, or I would say
Mm.
create a new question. The
Mm.
question has been already there and with a proper solution with the accepted by the user, right? So
Yeah.
90% of the times I simply go, I search and it's already available for me there, right? So
That's
forum
so
is the
cool.
answer. To
Yes.
get anything, I just go to UiPath forum, I search it, and I am getting the answer there.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So again, that saves time as well, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. So now, how do you keep up with the latest developments and updates in UiPath? What resources do you rely on for learning and staying informed?
Okay. So the first thing which I do is, and this is what I tell to everybody, right? So
Mm.
whenever you are starting, everybody's like, where should I start? So we
Yeah.
tell that, okay, go and do the UiPath, start from UiPath Academy, right?
Mm.
I have done the course now. Eventually the products are I would say increasing, so the products are improving.
Yes.
UiPath is getting the new updates, right? So that is where I again go back to UiPath community, UiPath community, this learning platform which is UiPath Academy.
Yeah.
There I search for the continuous learning. There we have got all the list of courses which are available. It's
Mm.
not only restricted that you will only always get the latest version. Let's say we are in 2022, right? And my
Yeah.
company is at 2020. So UiPath Academy will have the course available for 2020 as well, right? So
True.
you can actually not only see the latest one, you can also go and visit the previous one also, right? The
Mm-hmm.
other thing
Yes.
to stay updated, what I do is I regularly attend the UiPath community events and the meetups which are happening. Across
Okay.
the globe, we just have to go to community.uipath.com. You would find a lot of information getting available for absolutely free of cost. So these are the
Okay.
two places. The first one is UiPath Academy for my
Perfect.
continuous learning. The second
Mm-hmm.
one is UiPath community events.
Okay, learners, please make a note of this. One is UiPath Academy and UiPath Community Event. That is even great for interaction and networking as well, right?
Yes.
Great. Moving forward, what advice would you give to someone who is just starting out with UiPath Studio and Orchestrator? What courses should they take? What pitfalls should they avoid?
Okay. So the first thing is, whenever we are starting, right, we cannot learn everything in a single day.
True.
UiPath has a vast majority of products and it keeps on adding values and more, right? When you're starting, I cannot directly go and learn the more complex and the advanced part. First, your basic foundation should be clear. If your basic foundation is clear, then
Yeah.
only you would be able to understand the latest technologies, right?
Yes.
That is where you have to start with the RPA Developer Foundation. As I say
Okay.
foundation,
Got
I
it.
simply mean RPA Developer Foundation. It is a course which is available in UiPath Academy. You just
Mm-hmm.
have to start it at your self-paced learning. It guides you. And the best part, once you complete it, you get a certificate also, right?
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
can always show to my connections, to my employers, to my recruiters that see, I am certified from UiPath Academy. Developer
Mm-hmm.
Foundation will also make sure that you are able to build at least the automation. Whatever have in your mind, your robot can be able to do that. It is a
Mm-hmm.
very good slow paced learning. And it is not like that you can start and you have to just skip the lessons, right? You can
Yeah.
rewatch it at your own pace. It has
Yes.
subtitles. It
Yes.
has links to the documentation. It has
Okay.
problem statement. It has quizzes, right? So there
Yeah.
are various interactive. That session is very much interactive. So for any beginner who just want to start their career, log on to
Mm.
UiPath Academy and start with RPA Developer Foundation, right? That is a course which will give you everything and a certificate as well. Okay.
Perfect. That
What are
was
the things
very
you
good.
should sorry. So the next part of your question was, what are the
Yeah.
things you should avoid? The next thing which
Yeah.
I think you should avoid is that starting the course and not completing it and jumping
Uh-huh.
to the hopping here and there, right? It's
I
always
know.
good to get
Mm.
the new things, but
Yeah.
I would suggest is first complete the developer foundation, then go
Mm.
to the advanced one. Because if your foundation is clear, you can do
Yes.
everything, right? It's like
Yes.
learning the ABCDs first and then creating the sentences, right? Not
Exactly. Yes.
directly going to sentences, right? Yeah.
Correct. True. So basically, you follow the path. Learners, make note of
Yes.
this. You log into academy.uipath.com, start with RPA Developer Foundation, and then take the learning path forward. And of course,
Yes.
get the certification.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay. So my next question is, what is your take on continuous learning on Academy, and what do you recommend the learners? Although you have spoken a bit about this, but
Yeah.
if you could elaborate more.
Yeah, so first thing, if once your development foundation is completed, right, the next thing which you wanted to learn is the orchestrator, because that is where you manage. After that, you want to go to something where you build complex automation such as RE framework, robotics enterprise framework, right?
Mm.
So as a beginner, if you are able to do the academy foundation, the orchestrator, and the robotics enterprise framework, that will build your base for all the products which are available with UiPath,
True.
right?
True.
And
Yes.
it's so easy that once you are actually done with any one of the module, right,
Mm-hmm.
the same thing you are going to see in the next one. The look and feel, everything is exactly the same. So you don't
Mm.
feel alien when you start a new project.
Yeah.
So that's how academy courses are defined. All of them are having the same layout, same structure, same way of speaking, same subtitles, same courses, same quiz, right? So you don't
Yeah.
feel alien that, okay, I'm going to have a new kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely the same. Learning
Yeah.
experience is superb.
Okay, that's wonderful. You feel like home when you're in when you're at
Yes, exactly. Yes, yes,
academy.uipath.com.
yes.
That's good to know. Nice. Okay, so I understand that it's important to implement the concepts learned after the completion of the course. Although we have quite a few practice and hands-on exercises within our courses, when it comes to use cases, how do you help the learners?
Okay, so this is a very good question, Melissa, because most of the students have this thought that, okay, I have completed the course. Okay, now
Yeah,
I want to practice something, right? Where should I practice it? There is
exactly.
where the use cases come in picture. So what
Yeah.
I have done is, I with UiPath community, we started a chapter which was global student chapter, where we started building some of the use cases
Mm-hmm.
end to end, which means that I go there, I create a new project in UiPath Studio, and every learner is following me, right? So
Okay.
this I have done on my YouTube channel as well. There I created use cases for HR, finance, password reset, and the same we are trying to replicate in the UiPath community events.
Okay.
If you are a bit advanced learner, let's say you have done all of this and you want more use cases to practice, UiPath Forum has got this thing which is called UiPath Use Case Repositories,
Okay.
where you have use cases and solution, PDDs, SDDs, everything which has been crowdsourced from community. You just have to go there, select the kind of industry use cases you want to have,
Mhm.
and you would have a list of use cases. Download it, practice it, and enhance your knowledge. So that UiPath use case repository is also a part of your UiPath forum. So you
Okay.
have a lot of things to practice. UiPath also has created some of the dummy application when you are
Mm-hmm.
doing developer foundation, right? During the developer foundation, you are supposed to download a zip file where you will
Mm.
get some dummy application like
Yeah.
WI.
Yeah.
So this WI and all these are exe where you can practice your accounting. You can practice your web automation. UiPath has this UiPath.acme website, which
Mm.
has a lot of sample data for you. Just simply go write any automation and practice it. So UiPath
Yes.
also has created this dummy application. And all of this, which I am saying, is a part of your developer foundation. So you go step
That's
by
good.
step, all of this you'll get from there. So I also get it from there, you will also get it.
Wonderful. This is great information, Mukesh. I'm happy to know this about the use case, especially. So, how many use cases so far are in the repository, if you can tell us?
Last time I was check, it was around 150 plus use cases there in repository.
Wow.
Last time I need to
Uh-huh.
recheck the numbers, but you just
Okay.
go to UiPath forum and do it,
Mm.
right? The other part is time to time UiPath forum actually, uh, if you have a use case, right, it's not always one way. Let's say you have a use case which you want to share to the community. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to just read it. You can actually go to the UiPath repository, put your use case, and you can get rewarded as well. It can be in form of
Great.
certificate, can be in the form of goodies, vouchers, anything, right? So it's a win-win
Interesting.
for you.
Yes.
So
Perfect. Yeah. This is really good information, Mukesh. Thank you for sharing this with us. Okay. Now, going to my next question. What is the last course you have taken on Academy?
okay, so The recently UiPath has got this thing which is called communication mining. Some of you might know it from the word reinfer, right? So that has
Yes.
been rebranded as communication mining. So that is the latest course which I have taken, right? Just to give you a gist of it, it
Mm-hmm.
is a pretty awesome technology. It can read your email. It can get the context of your email, whatever as a human you want to get from the emails, right? It's not RPA. It's RPA plus the technology, which is artificial intelligence, machine learning, all built up for you in a form of communication mining. You just have
Mm-hmm.
to provide the inputs, and this technology does the magic for you. The course is available in Academy. I found it very much insightful, and that is the latest edition, right? Communication mining was
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
last, right?
Yes. Yes. It is the model trainer learning plan, which is on Academy, and it has an assessment associated with that as well. So
Yeah.
learners, please make a note of this. Okay, so coming to my last question, Mukesh, this is about your contribution to the community and society. I'm aware of your association with Naan Mudhalvan RPA Faculty Development Program, and that you reach out to 17,000 students to enable them with RPA. Can you tell us more about this program and how you talk about UiPath Academy here?
Okay, so this is a program which is initiated by the government of Tamil Nadu, where the
Okay.
idea is to train majority of students, as you mentioned, 17,000 students on RPA, right? But
Mhm.
we, as a trainer, we cannot train 17,000 students. That's not possible, right? So
Yeah.
what UiPath did, they created a program which was Naan Mudhalvan Faculty Development Program. We
Mm.
went to Mumbai, Chennai, all these places in South, and we created a training dedicated to the trainers where we taught all the faculties. Now, it
Okay.
was the faculty job to go back and
Mm.
teach the students. So we
Okay.
trained the faculties for 3 days. After that, we have given the faculties an assignment to complete the Developer Foundation course, which I was
Mhm.
talking about, right? So
Okay.
after 1 week, we have got all the faculties certified with the Developer Foundation. The
Great.
same thing now is being replicated to the students, where the faculties are teaching the students. We as a trainer are helping them on the weekly basis.
Mhm.
Majority of the program we are only taking as a thing, but the end objective is, let's say today I have learned about introduction to RPA. All the 17,000 students are going to UiPath Academy and learning the same thing. Today, the
Wow.
trainers are teaching selectors. All the
Yeah.
students are expected to go back to the academy, complete
Mhm.
the part of selectors, and then come back with the questions. And on
Okay.
Saturday, we are taking a Q&A where we are helping them. And all of
Okay.
this Q&A and everything is available in the UiPath forum as well. So it's not like that if I am learning and I'm not part of this program, no one is going to help me. If you
Mm.
are a learner, you are starting, start with Developer Foundation. If you face anything, go back to the UiPath forum, post a query, and definitely within 24 hours, somebody would be there to help you. Anything, it
Exactly.
can be anything.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Very nice. I'm really happy to note this contribution that you're making to the society. All
Thank
right.
you.
So I am done with my questions for you. I want to say that it was a pleasure talking to you, Mukesh, and thank you for your dedication to promoting UiPath Academy, UiPath products, and your contribution to the society. So
Thank you.
viewers, thank you for tuning into this video and see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.